Hey, everybody, and welcome again to Spotlight from All About Community, where we take the opportunity to recognize individual businesses that are members of the Oakland African American Chamber of Commerce. Today, I have a special guest, Yahweh Kalsak. Hopefully, I didn't mess that name up.
You
And
got it.
he is here with New York Life and gonna talk about financial services. So, how are you doing?
I'm great. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, well, I want you to just jump right in because I
Uh-huh.
know I got like a few questions for you,
Okay.
but I want you to kind of talk to me about the services that you offer through financial services because I think it's important for people to know that insurance is not like just insurance the way it used to be. This can always be an opportunity to, add to your portfolio.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I work with New York Life, and it's a full-service financial firm, and so everything from um, life insurance, disability, long-term care insurance. Really, some of the concepts are like retirement planning, wealth management, those
Yes.
types of protection, those types of things. And I specifically work with business owners in their first 5 years. That's my like main target market. However, I do work with others through referrals, and the reason why with those new entrepreneurs is because they're spending so much time growing their business, right?
Yes,
And they lose
absolutely.
sight of their personal finances. We find so I help to bridge that gap a little bit.
Well, I think it's so important because I think with small businesses, and I'm a small business too, but I've been in business for a long time now, but I think for like the new businesses that are in their first and second year stages, we don't talk about it. So are you saying that with the wealth management services, you will have different plans or program that's applicable to maybe where they are in terms of where their finances are to just find something?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you have to start somewhere, and I help them start wherever they are, right? Some
Okay.
people might be more advanced. Maybe they've had business owners in their family, so they're a little bit farther along. But I meet people where they are, and yeah, there are different plans because everyone's financial plan isn't going to look the same. Even if they're in the same stage of business, they're going to have different goals with their businesses, different goals with their finances, and
Yeah.
I tailor that around their
Well, I
specific
was glad
situation.
when they told me that you were coming on because a lot of times people don't talk about insurance. They think they don't need it.
Mm,
And we've just had situations where, let me say it. We love life, we live life, but you're going to transition.
mm.
And I think having the plan, being able to connect with you so that you can start planning because if you don't have your finances, I hate to say this, people, but the GoFundMe's, how can those be avoided?
Yeah, those GoFundMe's. It's very unfortunate to when I see those. I still
Yeah.
contribute to a lot of them in my community, and it's just not a plan. However, right, and it's good because I mean with life insurance, it's completely customizable, so you don't have to go for the largest, $5 million policy. You can get
Yeah.
something, just based on your budget. But especially if you have a family, if you have assets, you want to start thinking of that as soon as possible. As soon as you're able to put that plan in action, you want to get to it.
Well, I think it's important. I grew up in the South
Mm,
and it was just always a thing that you had an insurance policy.
yeah.
It makes your life different. I lost two parents
Mm,
and we didn't have to collect any money. We didn't have to ask anybody for any money.
wow.
And when you are in bereavement, it's kind of hard to get through it when there's no money. So I
Exactly.
hope that, everyone is kind of checking it out today so that you can get in touch with Yahweh because you can start small, but when your loved ones, we're going to lose our families. We're going to transition.
Hmm.
And you don't want to be a hardship because I tell people, some people can't, and I keep it real when I'm on this show. Sometimes it's hard to be grieving when you're trying to figure out how you're going to go to a funeral, and funerals cost money. So
Yes,
shout
absolutely.
out the website and telephone number too. It'll be down at the lower third of the screen
Hmm.
when they see it. But just tell them where they can connect with you.
Yes, and so again, my name is Yahweh Kausak. You could look that up. You can also go to www.newyorklife/YKHAOSOK. and you can find my information there. You can find me on Facebook. But as Kathy said, you can find my information right below.
Well, I'm glad that, like I said, that we had this conversation because it's a personal thing. But I tell people at the end of the day, you know, I have a couple of those policies and some of those policies can make money. But like I said, the financial services, it's not just a policy, you know, where you're going to take care of your burial,
Mm-hmm.
but it also, and they have some policies too, like I said, that you're able to pre-plan some of what you're doing depending on how long you've had it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's in like sometimes it's like a year or maybe 2 years
It
before
could
it
take
matures.
it could take some time, and it's really dependent on how much you're looking to contribute to these types of plans. But yeah, as you mentioned, you can grow some equity in some of these policies, these permanent policies. So it's a beautiful thing, especially when you're first starting it out. It might be a little bit. It takes a little bit to get it going, but 10 years, 20 years down the line, you really see, wow, I'm able
Trust
to
me,
supplement
you're a young man. That clock goes tick real
Yeah.
fast. So I hope everybody is watching. You got the information so that you can link up immediately. It is the end of the year. What better way to get this process started so you can have a peace of mind? Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
Knowing that your loved ones are going to be taken care of, because people say, well, I could just save money. Well, things come up and you don't always go and put the money in the bank the way you're supposed to. I can be kind of fussy. You don't have to be kind of fussy, but you're going to connect with Yahweh. You heard the information there. I'm so glad that you were here.
Thank you for having me.
Please feel free to come. We can jump on a call with a Zoom and invite people so that you can share more in depth. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you all, everybody, for tuning in with us. And we look forward to seeing you and look forward to connecting in the holidays.
Yes. Have a good one.